All right, let's talk about the new options I've added to my program. Yes, I'm using my work laptop to test on this platform because it has a really good processor and whatnot. I also test on M1 and I have a couple workstations, newer and older one for Intel x86 for Linux. All right, here's some of the things that I've added. Again, if you haven't seen it, this works. But the first thing you should always do is select the video you want to operate on, because that's what this program does. It manipulates, does things with videos, right? If you not choose anything, you can't do anything. Okay. First thing I did was apply manual gain. So sometimes you have videos where the volume for one reason or another is really low. Even you can put the volume on your flat screen TV, whatever, and still low. So I wanted an option where you can increase that and kind of do a quick preview before you convert to see if you like the increase. And then you can use it in conjunction with these other ones. If, when you hover your mouse over, you kind of get to see what that does. So that's the first thing I did. Second thing I did was screen recording. It can do screen recording. That's right. So let's now the screen recording right now works only on the Mac. These are the dependencies. Not going to really go into it, but these are needed on the Mac to record screens. Device by default is capturing your screen, and by default it's captured by BlackHole. It's needed again, so don't leave this in here, but these are the defaults. I do give you an option to change it if you know what you're doing, but otherwise leave it. Let's do best quality. I would leave the FPS alone. I wouldn't mess with that. Again, audio mode, let's do lossless. Just screen record. Now, one thing I have to mention is that this uses the BlackHole, which is a software kind of sits between your driver and the source of the audio. Kind of captures it. So this is needed. And when any of these three you pick, it will switch it to the BlackHole. That's why you're not gonna hear anything as it's playing, because it literally switches your output from your speakers to this. This is critical in order to capture the audio correctly. So, but this will do it automatically for these three. And if you want manual control by doing that yourself, if you understand what that does, you can do skip. So, record, and then, oh, why did I open that? Ray, why did you open that? No, close that. Firefox. Okay, so then let's say we want to, I don't know, pick this thing.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
Why
Can I help you?
So bright.
What's going on?
Something with the screen.
A little booty scratch? What is this?
But this is good enough. I'll just stop here. So if we do preview, it should show us. Now keep in mind the screen recording the microphone is not connected there.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Can I help you? What's going on? A little booty scratch? What is this?
Yeah, it is interesting that that one video was so bright. I have to look into that. But anyway, the meat of the thing works. I have to look into why that was so bright. Download from a URL. So now you can download Facebook as well. I had a video where, I'm not sure if I talked about this already, I uploaded a video to YouTube a year ago, and I went and found it on my profile, but it didn't give me an option to download at all. It just gave me like a link to the video, which is like, what am I supposed to do with this? So I added Facebook Reels. You can download them if you have a link to it. Supposedly there's some other untested things, but it can do. But I haven't tested it. The only two I've tested personally, spent time with, was YouTube, Facebook Reels. Okay, so just literally put your link in here. One thing to note is that if you're behind a firewall, like corporate firewall or personal home firewall that potentially could be blocking some things, go to advanced and click disable HTTP certification. Although if you forget, I put code in there to automatically do it for you, because once you start downloading it kind of keeps track of your log, and once it sees an error, it will switch and then we'll turn it off and attempt again. So this is kind of all automatic. So even if you forgot to do this, it works regardless. This is another thing I've done. This is really cool. You can cut pieces from a film. Let's say 4 minutes. Let's start at 4 minutes, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And I just click OK. This is added to holding bin clip 1. Here's the movie and the duration. So now it's on the holding bin. Now I can continue, to, from that same film, video, whatever, get the clips that I want, or I can open a completely different film, and maybe I want to cut from here. 3 minutes, 20 seconds, 3 minutes and 45 seconds, something like that. I don't know. Just as an example, right, for this video. And now on the holding bin, you have 2 of them, and you can move it to a timeline and create a new timeline or a new video. And you can, select this, move it up if you want, or move it down, rearrange these however you want. You can also control, like, if this one has fade, but what if on the second one you don't want fade? Maybe you want maybe, I don't think I did that. I think by default it applies the same transition to all of them. I don't have individual selection just yet. That's a note for myself to do. Yeah, and then if you click preview, it will should glue these together, add the transition, show you the output. There it is. It works. So the basics of these ideas work. I have to do some fine tuning, some things here and there. So we got the audio, which that we just talked about, the screen recording, additional Facebook Reels. You can download those. The edit cut actually is in there now, and these, whatever you cut away, however many. I only tested it with 6, but I think it can do more than that, a lot more. But basically, you can just go, if you have a video, you just kind of, doesn't have to be anything high tech. On a piece of paper, you can go to your video and write the cuts that you want, and then the cuts you can do in seconds. So, like, for example, you can do, let's say, when the video starts at 5 seconds, of the video starts at 5 and 45. So this is the format you can use, or you can do minutes, right? Like 5 minutes and 20 seconds to 6 minutes. Well, just an example. And you can do hours if you have a long video, minutes, seconds, even milliseconds if you want that precision, right? You can do that. I don't think I've done anything else here with the black and white. It's still the same. Yes, still the same. Okay. So yeah, this is it for now. And whatever new features I add that depend on dependencies, I also add them to the dependency check. So we'll give you an opportunity. It will tell you if something is missing. It will give you an opportunity to install, or at least show you the approximate command, depending if your system is externally managed or not. Meaning, if you're using some program management software to keep keep track of all your programs, or you're individually installing them. That's what externally managed versus not is. But they're all here, like the BlackHole's here, and then this one's here. Okay, so oh well, that is it for this video. Cheers.